shut the door. Okay, let's see if I can get on. There it is. Hey sis, how's it going? I hear you. Well, that's good. I'm glad. You're okay? I haven't seen you around in a while. Love the painting. Yeah, so do I. It's turning out really nice. Yeah. So it's it's working out pretty good. So I really like it. I love the drills that I'm working with. So a lot of these ones right through here, those are all those AB crystal drills. So I really like them. Love them. So what you been up to? Just getting myself set up. What else? So I need, oh shoot. I can't see my, I have to move this around. I have to move this around because I can't see the legend. And the legend's really, really small. Hi, B. How's it going? Sis, you've been sick? That's not good. Okay, so 3042. And that's number what? That's number 2. Okay, so I have a big chunk there. Okay. And 6. So that'd be 731. All right. So 7-second delay. That's not too bad. That's actually a lot better than it was before. It was a minute delay, which, that's the only reason why I haven't tried working with the game system, because if it's going to take 30 seconds to a minute for you guys to get a reaction or to actually hear and see everything, then it's not worth it. You've been good. Started too many new projects. Hey, B, I saw your t-shirts. Those were beautiful. All right, so I'm going to get this here, and I'm just going to work with this one here. So, B, just to let you know, I'm working on my Hotel Tropicana custom that I got from the Mien store, and I actually started working on this. I think I'm on day 3 now, and it's working up really nice. So I'm thinking of making tumblers and keychains and Christmas ornaments. Wow, you've been busy, B. Are you doing the tumblers that you do resin? Where do you get the crystal drills? I would like to get them. I wish I would have been able to get them. I get my crystal drills off of Alibaba, Tammy. So if you want to get some, let me know, because I can purchase them in bulk, which is going to be a lot less expensive. Hello, Dreamer. How are you doing? Waiting for a bus. Are you heading home? So B, you're doing the resins. How do you have to wear a respirator when you work with the resin? Because I've been watching a lot of videos on doing that and interested in doing it myself, but I've heard that the fumes can be very dangerous. So just curious, what do you think about it? And also for those of you that are on, um, did you guys uh, see the new Diamond Art Club paintings that are out? I got a chance to see them, but I passed this weekend. In fact, um, I still haven't received my June 6th order. I have absolutely no idea where it is. DHL doesn't know where it is. They told me to contact Diamond Art Club. Diamond Art Club's like, well, there's nothing we can do. And it just, I don't know. Just the whole mail system seems to be going completely crazy. In fact, I had an order in with Tina Burney, for crystal drills, and I placed that like 5 weeks ago. Canada Post has had these drills since June 4th, and I just got them yesterday. So I don't know what is going on with the mail system. I can understand the delay, 7 to 10 days, but when it comes to like 3 weeks, that seems a little off. But I don't, but they say that you should. The one I use doesn't have a smell. I do the basement with the window open. Interesting. You're going to have to let me know what you use, B, because I've been kind of interested in doing that. But the big thing that worries me is the fumes. And I'm really hypersensitive to the smells and things. So if yours doesn't smell, I would really love to know what you're using. You have to wear it. Oh, okay. Oh my God, the electric line. So did you get it, Dreamer? Did you actually unbox it? Then DNC needed to resend or refund. Really? I want to get DAC's Quiet Cove. Oh, is that the Chuck Penson one, Tammy, that came out today? I'll send you a message on Facebook. Okay, that's great, B. Thanks. Because like I said, I would love to know what you're using. Because of my health, I stay away from it. Oh, yeah. Dreamer, I can completely understand. Yeah. Tammy, don't forget that one that I got on the 6th. That's yours. That's I don't know the name of it, but that was the new release of the Chuck Penson painting on the 6th. So you're getting that one. I think it's something to do with camping. But I got that for you. So when I ever, or if I ever get it, that will go to you. Plus, I'm giving you one worth melting. Yeah. I really want to see this box. I mean, I really want it because the JoJo's art painting is in there. Oh, I really want those koala bears. So what have you been up to, Dreamer? Have you been staying healthy and So on. Come on. This this last week has been really, I should say the last couple of weeks have been really really horrible because with the pressure change in the weather, it ends up I end up getting migraines, and I think I had 2 or 3 migraines in the last week, so not very pleasant. Yes, it is a Chuck Penson. I also want to get the DNC the 10th. I'll have to look into that one, Tammy. Um, I'm not 100% sure which one that is, but oh yeah, okay, never mind. Yeah, I know which one that is. Stay healthy, stay inside until today. That's good, Dreamer. That's really good. Um, yes, I hate migraines too. Believe me, they're not fun. And on the most part, I can work through them or, fight through them. But last weekend, it was just, I couldn't bear it. It was just too much. So that's why I wasn't on last weekend. The Doctor, yeah, the Doctor Who one. Um, I don't watch Doctor Who, Tammy, so I really wouldn't know. I don't watch that show, so I have absolutely no idea. I am totally Doctor Who not know. So I'm waiting for Lucifer to come back on. That show just is hilarious, and I can't wait for it to show up. So apparently it's going to be starting soon. And then they were saying too that they possibly will bring in a sixth season. So that would be really good too. So because this will be season 5, and they're talking about a season 6. So I hope they keep it going. Yeah, Lucifer is so dreamy. Yeah, that's true. I love to listen to him talk. His accent is hilarious. And the thing is that the situations that he puts himself in just makes me I just can't stop laughing. It is such a good movie or show. Sorry, show. So there we go. Oh, Lucifer. Yes, he is, B. He is. In fact, I was talking to Rob, aka Diamond Painting Dog Dad, and he watches it too. And he was saying that he has watched the series at least 3 times. I think I've watched it twice, all 4 seasons. But yeah, I love to watch that show. It's just hilarious. It's nothing compared to when I first saw the title of the show, I was like, oh, I can't watch that. But of course, curiosity kills the cat. So I watched the first show and I thought, this is nothing compared to what I thought it was going to be. And it's just hilarious. Inspector Douche. Yeah. I think it's Detective Douche, isn't it? Or I can't remember. So I've been watching a lot of Forensic Files lately. So actually, I try to avoid watching TV, period, at this point. All I watch is Netflix. I have gotten to the point where I don't want even to turn on the news. I just don't want to know anymore. It's just too depressing. I only watched a couple of episodes, but my daughter loves it. It's really a good series. It is hilarious. you watch it, and like I said, the situations that he puts himself into is just hilarious. And how he tries to figure out how to get out of them is even worse. So it's just hilarious. And we all have this uh, perspective of what Lucifer is. Yeah, it's on Netflix. But we have this perspective of what Lucifer is. But when you watch this show, it changes that thought about who he is. So it humanizes him. Granted, it's just a TV series, but it sure doesn't hurt to watch. And he's quite handsome. So, and I love his accent. I just love to listen to him talk. But as I said, I really don't watch a lot of TV anymore because I'm just tired of the news. It's gotten too dark and gloomy for my taste, at least. So right now I'm binge watching 100. Yeah, you know what? I haven't watched 100 in a while. That show, I think I was on season 3, and then I just stopped watching it. It just got a little too gory. And yeah, that's the reason why I stopped watching The Walking Dead. So B, you watched the 100 too until it got stupid, then we quit. Yeah. See, I stopped watching it after I think it was I can't remember her name. I know it's a kind of a guy's name, but the blonde, when she took that serum to become, I don't know what they even call it anymore. That's when I stopped watching it. I thought, I just can't watch this anymore. But then again, it's the same with The Walking Dead. I really lost interest in it after Carl was killed. And even before then, I think it was Glenn that was killed that really turned me off the show. So, I mean, I still watch it off and on, but it's gotten too gruesome for me to watch. Yeah. Okay. So, are you talking about 100, Tammy? Or are you talking about Walking Dead? Because I know you watch both. I have absolutely no idea what's going on with The Walking Dead. Let's see. Looking for twos. I think I did them all. Yep. All right. There we go. So twos are done. 731. I can't remember what it is. 731 is 6. Okay. Walking Dead is awful now. Yeah. Like I said, I just can't watch the whispers. It just grosses me out too much. It's like, ugh. And then when I found out what happened between Megan and the main character of the Whisperer, I thought, ooh, that's gross. Nope. Can't watch that. That's just too gross. So how is the weather out there for you, B? Okay, I'm on 6. I gotta make sure I remember what number I'm on. Because the weather out here is just nasty. At least it stopped raining, and we haven't had thunder in a while, although I really didn't think I was going to be able to come on because it was getting really windy, and that was one thing that they were worried about was the wind and severe thunder. And I was telling hubby, there's no way I'm going to be able to do a live with thunder going on. It just, no. Walking Dead is awful now. Negan and Alpha. Yeah, Alpha. Ugh. Um, I always call him Negan. I don't know why. I know it's Negan. I watched the Wicked. What? I watched the Witcher with my husband and Yum Yum. Is it Witcher? It's hot and awful. No rain. The grass is dying. Oh, I'll hand you down. I'll send down the rain and the thunder down to you. I'm not much for thunder. I don't like it. And yeah, it was kind of light out there for a while, and then all of a sudden it started going black again. So kind of makes me wonder if there's another storm coming. Now is what kind of show is that? What is that about? Let's see. No, that's really okay. We're having thunderstorms today. It was supposed to be sunny. Tammy, is the Seahawks, are they practicing, or are they one of the teams that decided that they're not going to? So I know that some of the teams are not sure if they're going to do practices or not. They have yet to get the go ahead. Okay, so they haven't gotten the go ahead yet. Well, personally, myself, I think everyone should wait. There's too many cases that are coming up, and this virus is not going to go away until people start. I don't know. I just see the numbers, and it's like, oh, it just makes me sad. But I don't know. I know that here in Manitoba, we're heading into phase 3 opening starting Monday. So keeping our fingers crossed that continues to go on. Let's see. He's looking for. Oh, that sounds interesting. I'm going to have to take a look. Now, is that on Netflix, or is that regular TV? So you've been going out and about as normal? Are you in an area that has a lot of cases, or an area that just doesn't have that many cases? Netflix. Okay, great. I have to check it out. The one thing about us, we have both the Canadian Netflix and the US Netflix, so we can go back and forth. Canadian Netflix, it just doesn't have all the good stuff like the US Netflix does. So, and that was the only reason why I got Netflix, was because of Lucifer. so because it was on Fox, and then Fox dropped it after, I think, season 3. And yeah, I was really sad when they dropped it, but Netflix picked it up. You know what I really miss out of all of this craziness? I really miss going to the movies. I would love to go to the movies and have a thing of popcorn and watch, a movie on the big screen. But unfortunately, they say that is like the worst place to go right now. We haven't had many right around my town. They are opening everything back up. Numbers are going up, but there are more tests. So, of course, that's true. If they're doing more testing, they're going to find people that have it, which is 100% normal. It's just going to be really, really nice when they figure out how to prevent it, because it has gotten, there are more. It's just, I think people are really tired of being, I call it in prison. That's what it feels like. You're trapped in home. We've been working from home for a while, and then this Monday is when we go back full time. We go back to the office. So it's going to be nice. And I'm looking forward to it to a certain extent. I like working from home because I could get up, wear my pajamas, have my coffee, and I don't have to worry about, rushing into work, because it takes me about 45 minutes to get to work. That part I liked. But the part I didn't like, and I'm just being honest, so, hon, if you're still watching, is I'm working from home. My hubby's not working right now. He's furloughed. And I'll be doing something, and he'll come in and he'll start talking to me, and I'm like, I'm working. So I love my hubby to death, but that just drives me insane. Let's see. We haven't had many. Okay. Just want my kids to go back to school. I completely understand that. B, how old are your kids? We don't have the testing available here in our state. Tammy, I hate to say this to you, but it sounds to me like your state has been blackballed. Let's see. My husband was off for 7 weeks. I don't know how we are still married. That sounds like me. My husband's been off, well, I think it's been about 7 weeks, and I'm praying that they're going to call him back soon. We'll see. So, let's see. I get to work from home for as long as I like now. Oh, Tammy, I would love that. I would, if I could get a couple of big size monitors and a laptop connection, I'd be set. I could work really fast at home with all of that. Unfortunately, my position, they won't let me do that. Levi is going to 7th grade, and the grandson is going to kindergarten. Oh, kindergarten. Ooh, that's going to be fun. And now, how long were they actually in school before they had to stop school? Was it just in January, February, sometime around there? Yes, we have been blackballed. Yes, you have. Yes. That is that has been on the news quite often about Seattle. Although you don't live in Seattle, and I realize that, but yeah, they talk about the riots in Seattle all the time. I have all of that. 2 monitors, CPU, remote access, and a couple of locking file cabinets. I envy you, sister. I envy you. I would love to be able to find a job where I can work from home. Their last days was March 12th, I think. So they went all the way up into March 12th, and they are getting ready to go back, which is a good thing. Um, I don't believe the schools here in Manitoba are going to open up this year. I mean, I could be wrong. My kids are grown, and my grandchild is too young to go to school. Uh, I think they're going to continue doing the online school because it's almost to the point now where they're getting ready to go out anyway. So why bring them back? But that could be changed because, like I said, I don't have any kids in school, so it could be they could be starting soon. I don't know. Um, all right, we're not going there. I'm not even asking. Oh, finally got my hair cut. Yay. It was okay. You know what, Tammy? I got my hair cut on June 6th because they had finally allowed us to go and get our hair cut or open the salons and stuff. And it was the greatest. I mean, it was the greatest feeling to have somebody cut my hair. But I have to go back now because my bangs have grown out so far that I could barely see out them. They just hang over my glasses. It's crazy. Ours will open, but how aren't totally yet sure. Might be split days where they go a couple of days a week and then other days online. Yeah, see, that's the thing that they're going to have to figure out how they're going to break up those classes so that the children can social distance. Although, I mean, I'm just spitballing here. How do you social distance young children? Because they don't understand all this. They're going to want to go out and play with their friends and have fun. How do you tell them, no, you can't do that? Or how do you keep their jackets and their sweatshirts and all that stuff separate? It's going to be really different. I totally agree with you beyond that. There is no way they're going to be able to do it. I don't see how they can. Lawrence and River get to go back in September. There will be no social distancing. Honestly, I hope by September they have something, some type of vaccination that they can do to protect people. I mean, at least give them the protection. I don't know. There's got to be some way to protect people. They are offering a 100% online for those who want it. If masks are mandatory, mine aren't going. So, see, we aren't required to wear masks. Excuse me. It's optional. I don't have to wear a mask in the office, which is a good thing because I'm going to be honest, I really don't want to have to wear a mask at work. When we go to like Costco or we went to Lowe's once, we wore masks only because you just never know. They're not comfortable. They're actually quite uncomfortable. And I think mine broke at one point. One strap broke, so I only had one strap that was holding it on. And at that point, is it even doing its job at that point? So I don't know. I would wear a mask if I was in a large group of people only because I would feel a little bit more protected that way. But out of all honesty, if you're around a bunch of people, I don't think masks are really going to protect. Well, they say that they're not going to protect you. They're just going to protect the other person, which, if they're not wearing a mask, then it's just crazy. Our buildings aren't cooled. It's too hot and there's no way my 6-year-old will. Yeah, see, totally agree. And they don't have air conditioning. That seems a little odd, especially with young kids. Yeah, you know what? That would be too much. I think for children, especially at that age, I think that's asking too much for them to be wearing masks. At that point, they should. I don't know. It just, I don't see how they can get a 6-year-old or even an 8 or 9-year-old to convince them that wearing a mask is appropriate. They're going to suffocate. That would be my fear. I worry about it myself. If they get the virus from school and bring it home, Thomas will not survive that virus. I will be lucky to survive. Well, see, and that's the thing with underlying medical conditions. It definitely will cause problems. Um, that is something that you and Tom will have to, I guess, decide which is best. Do they have an option to do online school? My thing is, we have to social distance and all this stuff, but go protest or riot and you can see. I agree with you on that. I mean, I'm all for people that want to protest. If you want to protest, I don't agree with riots, but I do agree that if you want to protest, it's your right. But if they're telling you that you're supposed to be social distancing and wearing a mask, then you should be doing that. If you're not going to do it, then you shouldn't be out there. Or, or if you end up getting the virus, guess what? Not not anybody else's problem. Um, I watching what was going on down there, it broke my heart. I mean, I could understand what was going on, but it also makes you worry about the effects and the outcome that could happen. And then you watch the people that were actually rioting, which that didn't break my heart. That just downright pissed me off. I mean, like, why would you do that? Why would you destroy somebody's property? Um, because the person that you're hurting is not the person that you are trying to hurt. It's somebody else. So to me, rioting is not the answer. Protesting, okay, get your point out, understood. But to set fire or to destroy somebody's property, that to me is just not right. And that's just my opinion. Where is, oh, there it is. There it is. So anyway, things have gotten so bad in this country that I bought myself a 9mm. I'm not even playing with people anymore. Well, honestly, B, I, I I can understand that. You have to have some way of being able to protect yourself. And you never know. You honestly do not know what could be what that other person's capable of. So totally understand where you're coming from there. So I would be asking all of you, what are your plans for the summer? But I don't know, Tammy. I know that your state isn't opened yet, or at least it's slowly opening, but it's really not opening that much. Oh, and by the way, Tam, it is a good thing you didn't buy those airline tickets because Canada is not going to open its doors for another month or so. Exactly. If they get the house. You know what? We used to have a German Shepherd. Tammy, do you remember Valiant? Um, and nobody messed around with our house. Nobody. In fact, I think our house was the only house that wasn't broken into on, what was it? Wasn't Was it Diamond Street? Or no, it wasn't Diamond Street. It was no, it wasn't Concord. Oak Street. Oak Street. So we had this gorgeous he wasn't totally black, but he was more black than tan. German Shepherd. He was an ex LAPD canine, and my aunt and uncle raised German Shepherds for the LAPD. So when Valiant, that was his name, Valiant, when he retired, my aunt and uncle got him back, and then they ended up giving Valiant to our family, and he was an amazing, amazing dog. Protected us like you wouldn't believe. Boy, he just dared anyone. If we didn't allow anyone on the property, he didn't growl, but boy, he gave you the look like, don't you even think you're coming on this property. I believe that Dad had to basically say something to him so that he understood. Yeah, he did. He hated Mom. But that's because Mom got mad at him once and threw a bucket of cold water in his face. I think it was that he tried to go through, or he did go through the screen door. But yeah, Valiant was a great dog. And I would love to have another German Shepherd. They are super, super sweet and very, very protective of their owners. So I guess I should start. You know what? I'll do these since I know which one it is. There you go. So these are those crystals, Tammy, that I'm working with. These are AB crystals. I don't know if you can see them, but they're really, really pretty. And that's what I'm using right in here. Yes, they are. She is the best dog. She is a big baby. Well, I like the picture that you have of her. She is cute. But she's more of a lighter tan color. And actually, personally myself, I love German Shepherds. I just think that they are a very loyal dog. Unfortunately, with where I live, we would have to have a bigger yard for a German Shepherd. Just wouldn't work. Let's see. Our house was the only house that wasn't robbed. True. One person tried, and Valiant ran through the screen door and got that person. That's when we found. No, I thought. Okay, what I remember was, I know who it was. It was Mr. McGinnis. And when we lived in Southern California. When we went, I think we went to Disneyland, but I'm not 100% sure. But we were gone for most of the day. And when we came back and went to the backyard to see where Valiant was, he had Mr. McGinnis still on the fence. And every time Mr. McGinnis tried to move off the fence or climb over the fence, Valiant would lunge forward after him. So that's what I remember. Yeah, we were at Disneyland. I thought so. And yeah, Dad was not really happy with the fact that Mr. McGinnis was hanging off the back of our fence. And I think he called the police, and that's when we found out that he was the one robbing the neighborhood. He was actually going into people's homes, and yeah, just amazing. And You know what? Honestly, I never would have thought it was Mr. McGinnis. He was always a very nice man. So, okay. We have a tiny yard. She hates to be outside. She likes going, and then she's ready to come back in. She's a homebody. um, my three are like that in a sense. If it's really nice, they don't want to stay outside because Shelties are double coated, and so they get really warm. But in the wintertime, when there's lots of snow out on the ground, oh my gosh, getting them in the house is a chore. They want to stay out. They want to play, roll around in that white stuff, and just have a ball. But the only problem is then they get really super wet, and I don't like that. Then they smell like wet dog, and it doesn't matter how often you clean. They just smell like wet dog. Okay. So you have a lab as well. I like labs too. They're really lovey. They're people dog. Lucky you, Toby and Russell don't like staying outside. Tammy, mine don't either. They like staying outside in the snow, but that is the only time they really like to stay outside. And then I can't get them to stop yapping. So that's a problem too. If it's not going outside and only wanting to be out there for a few minutes, just enough to go do their business, that's fine. But if I don't let them right in, then they'll just start yapping. And I swear, there is a dog across the street that Rain communicates with all the time. I mean, all she does is she'll sit by the fence and start barking. And I swear she's talking to a dog across the street. I don't hear a dog barking after her, but she does it every morning. Oops. Come on. Toby yapping all the time. Russell's quiet. Russell's not normal then. Is Russell a purebred Sheltie? But Russell is okay, so he clings. Well, Shelties do have a tendency of clinging, which is not abnormal, but because he is in a new environment, and yes, it can take a while for them to get used to that. That could be the reason why he's not yappy. He is a purebred. Okay, so give him Rain, she didn't start talking or actually barking or yapping until after we had her for a year, and that's when she started yapping. So it could be that he just doesn't feel comfortable. And you know what? The way I would see it is hopefully he doesn't yap, because after a while they get kind of annoying when they yap a lot. Like we actually when we go outside, we have to have one of those super soakers filled up with water. And I hate doing it, but it's the only way of getting them to stop yapping is when they start. And Rain is the one, which surprises me, but she's the one that instigates it all. She'll start barking. She'll run. She'll start barking. And then she gets the other two going. And, that's just, we have to get Rain to stop doing that. And the weird thing is the neighbors will come out of their backyard and barbecue. Rain goes ballistic and jumps all over the fence, barking her head off. And I guarantee you, if they even tried to walk up to the fence, Rain would literally flip out because she'll run and hide. So she's all bark and no nothing. I mean, she just kind of look at them and run. Toby yaps for 3 dogs. That's hilarious. But Toby's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's just like his mama. I don't know if you can hear that, Tammy, but that's Rain. She's in the room. She's actually she heard Rick pulling up in the driveway. So she's whining because she wants to go see Mr. Rick. Shh, Rain. So do you think that the hotel is going to like this? I hope they do, because I think it's going to turn out really nice once it's done. A lot of white, though. There we go. So what else has been going on with you, Tammy, besides being homesick? How's everyone doing? And that reminds me, I'm going to have to give Mom a call. I spoke to Mom last weekend. She sounded a lot better than the last time I spoke to her. She seemed to be really down the last time we spoke, and then or the time before, I should say. And then she seemed to be really in good spirits last weekend. Although she was cleaning the bathroom, I think she said she was doing. I'm like, what are you doing that for? You're not supposed to be doing that. She goes, oh, I know. Okay. I just worry about her because, after having surgery, that's not a good thing to be doing. But she did say that she's no longer on the pain meds, so that's a good thing. Welcome back, B. Work. It is end of the year for... Oh, really? You're year-end right now. Our year-end is in October. And believe me, I am not going to have fun. My work load is going to start in August is when I'm going to start going crazy. My husband is just pulling dinner off the grill. Okay, B. I hope you have a great dinner. I hope my husband's cooking me dinner too. He should be. I shouldn't tease him. He's been really, really good throughout all this stuff. She's doing okay. It is funny, though, that she said with the surgery, I'm eating while watching. Okay. She has a battery pack. Okay. She has a battery pack in her bum. She has to sit on a charger to charge it up. Oh my God. Really? Are you serious? She didn't tell me that. And what is this thing for anyway? I mean, is it for pain control or is it to help her vertebra? I mean, she never really went into that. Okay, what did I miss about? a charger from the butt. um, my mother had surgery, B, and she suffers from severe back pain. From what I understand, the surgery was to put an implant in her body so that it can control her pain. I had no idea that they implanted something in her bum and she has to sit on a charger. Oh my gosh. It is for the. Okay, so basically, this thing is to control her pain. See, she didn't go into detail with me on this, so I have absolutely no idea. Um, Other than she just said it had to do with her back issues. That's all I knew. And if it helps, that's great. But she shouldn't be cleaning the bathroom and doing a whole bunch of stuff when she just recently had surgery. That just seems a little too much. Okay, I know what it is for. It's not funny, but telling someone you have to charge your puppy. Yeah, that would be pretty hilarious. Um, yeah, maybe that's the reason why she didn't tell me what it was, where it was, and all that stuff. I wouldn't say anything to her about charging her bum, but yeah. And believe me, there are probably days that I could, go for that charge. My lower back is not doing really well, but that's a different story. Mine has nothing to do with age. I'll make sure to get those all there. I know it's not funny, but it is. Well, honestly, it could have been worse. It could have been something completely worse. So I'm I'm relieved that it's not, you know, unfortunately, this is something I'm assuming is going to be with her the rest of her life. I don't know what it is, but I can't seem to get my rows straight with this multiplacer. And it's driving me insane, and I can't figure out what I'm doing wrong. All right. So, Tammy, I don't know if you've noticed, but Puerto Vallarta is open now, and they have opened up their restaurants. So I went on the webcam just to kind of check things out to see if the umbrellas have come out and so on. And yes, they have. So it looks like they have completely reopened. And I hope it stays that way because I want to go back. I missed that place so much. I can't wait to go next year. It's going to be fun. Let's get these straight. I can't stand it when it's crooked or bowing. Oops. So, B, have you had any tornadoes lately? We had a windstorm through here. I swear it was going to turn into one of those, but it never did. Come on, get in there. There we go. Can't seem to use. See, I love my multi-placer, but for some reason with this painting, I just not getting luck. Yeah, I can't wait. Yes, it is great for her. We haven't had any really bad weather yet, luckily. Well, that's good to know because I remember you telling me about that one storm you guys had, and whew, that didn't sound like it was very fun. I don't know if I could, I'd be scared. Let me just put it that way. And because we are considered the doorway to Tornado Alley, we can get them, but I have yet to see one, and I don't want to see one. Really don't want to see a tornado. It just, you know what? Seeing Mount St. Helens eruption, that was enough for me. That traumatized me enough. I don't want to see anymore. I cannot wait for retirement so that we can be there more than 2 weeks. I am with you, sis. I want to be down there more like 6 months. 4 to 6 months would be nice. You know, go there just before winter hits here and then come back after the snow melts. Unfortunately, though, with us, the snow could be here on the ground for 6, 7 months, and we can't stay there longer than 6 months. They it's not allowed. And I think I'm going to be running out of these crystals. That isn't going to be good. So I'm going to have to order some more. So Tammy, if you want some crystals, let me know what colors you want, because those are going to run out and I'm going to have to put it in order, or I'm not going to be able to get the lettering finished. Yeah, in freaking January. That's what? We haven't had any really. Okay, so B, is that when you get all the crazy weather? Is it in January? Well, Tammy, just let me know what you want, what colors you're looking for, and then I'll jump over to the site and see what I can get. We're taking the boys to Ohio. Oh, you had a freak storm in January. We had a freak storm in October. It took out our gazebo. That storm we had in October, and we weren't prepared for that at all. It just came. And now we've got a new gazebo, so hopefully if that happens, we won't lose another one. That's the hope. So keeping my fingers crossed. Now you guys, you got to look at this. These are the drills that I just got yesterday. And I'm going to be using this on the green section on this painting. Oops. These are really nice crystals. But this is going to be in the palm leaves. So these are going to be really pretty, I think. Hopefully they're the right color. The color that I swapped out was 907, and these are supposed to be 907. Keeping my fingers crossed. But they are really, really a pretty light green, almost a peridot color. So you want Seahawk blue and green and gray. Okay. I will see what I can find. Now, the supplier that I go through in Alibaba, oops. if you can give me an idea of the DMC code, Tammy, on those three colors, I'll look. But I believe the Seahawks blue is a dark blue, so it would be someone's, I think. Let's see. No. So it'd be kind of like this. Let's see if that color is what you're looking for in the blue. Just waiting for it to come up on the screen. So look at those. Is that the kind of blue that you want, or do you want it darker than that? Because honestly, I think you should go with the blue, the lime green, and you said gray. So I don't know. I'd have to look. I'll look and see what we can do about gray. Because I also have this blue here. This is a pretty blue. Oh, I love this one. I love this blue. It's it's actually called aqua. But yes, that's the blue. Okay, so I know where I can get that one. That's not a problem. But this one here, ooh, that's a pretty aqua blue. I really like. I put this on the peacock, the DAC peacock painting that I did. This is the blues that I was using. All right, so I'll look for the blue. Yeah, it's B. They are gorgeous. And the thing is, these drills that I got, they're heavier than the drills that we usually use. They're not light in any shape. So here, I love these ones too. These are a hot, or they're not a hot pink. They're actually a red, but they're an AB red. So really pretty colors. But these are some of the drills that I got to test out from this group on Alibaba. So if I, get enough people that are interested in buying crystals, I would probably buy enough to supply, but because you have to, unfortunately with Alibaba, you have to buy in bulk. So I love the aqua blue. Yeah, the aqua blue is beautiful, just beautiful. And then, let's see, the green. This is the green that they sent me, and I think this is pretty too. It's a really dark green. So Tammy, this green won't work for you. You need a lime green for yours. Oh, I love red. Yep. Do they have a deep red? Yes, they do. But this is their dark green. Now this one here is not in AB. And then I have a lighter blue. Or no, this is the blue that I showed you, I think. Or, yeah, because the rest of them, here. Okay, that's the aqua. And this is called Metal Sunshine. Say that 5 times fast. This one I'm using on this painting as well, and it's beautiful. Lots of shine on that. It's a really beautiful drills that I'm getting from them, but yeah, just unfortunately you have to buy in bulk. So I'm going to show you guys one more thing. Oh, wait a minute. Let me show you these. These are their AB, just their regular AB drills. Or they're crystals, but they're just the regular AB. No color. Let me know what you think of those. These are really pretty. I've been using these a lot, and I've got tons of them. Yeah, I know what you mean. But these are really pretty too. I've got them in size 10s and size 8s. So I've been using the 8s a lot in my square drill kits. Very pretty. Oh, those last ones are gorgeous. Yes. Yes. So you never know, B. I might just have to ship some to you. I have lots of those AB, just the crystal ones, and I also have some other crystals too. I've had a few companies reach out to me and ask me to try them out. Some of them I'm like, yeah, those look really nice. And some of them I'm like, no. They're too trashy. Well, you know what? You just let me know, and I'll send you some of that stuff, because I mean they're beautiful drills. I have lots of the size. I think these are the 8s. These are the 8s. This one here, I think. Better make sure. Yeah. These are the 8s, and I mean, you can see how full these are. And these ones are the 10s. So quite a bit of the 10s as well. So if you want some, I can ship some to you. They're, like I said, they're really, really nice drills. And then I have these too, which are basically the same thing, but from a different company. And then Rob sent me these. These are, I would say these are a glass crystal, because they're clear, really pretty. So yeah, I'm starting a little collection of crystals. But personally myself, I love to do my paintings in crystals. Maybe not the entire painting, but I really wanted to jazz this particular painting up. I didn't realize it was going to have this many colors. And I would go in the poorhouse if I had changed all of them into crystals, especially these whites, because there's tons of them. I mean, B, if you could see the amount of white I have in this painting, you would fall over. It is just crazy. I must have, in just this small section that you see here, I think I cracked open 5 bags that are this size. And I'm going to have to open another one pretty soon, because it's just tons of white. Now, I'm not complaining. I'd rather work with whites than 310s. Because, you know, we all know 310s can be a bit on the trashy side. So, the last ones are gorgeous. Okay, would those fit on a diamond dot? You know what? I can test it out. Yeah, I can test and see which one, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, diamond dots are a different size drill than your regulars. So let me find out. You may need an 8, and I have tons of 8. So I have a couple of diamond dot paintings I really need to get to, and I just haven't done them yet. Um, I have the which one, the peacock one, and I really want to get that one started. But I also have a rainy day painting I'd like to get started too, and I will most likely do one of those paintings in between doing this one, because after a while you need to change. You need to be able to change into something else. So, but I really like working on this one. The Mien store, I love this store. I mean, their drills are phenomenal. I love their drills. I have a Wolf Diamond Dots one I haven't started that would look great if I could change a few drills. Well, let me know what colors, and I'll see if I have I'll see if they come close to what I have. If not, you may get surprised. I'll just order you some. Tammy, you need the mint or the fluorescent green. Oh, that's what I was going to show you. Now, you guys have to be really quiet about this. Not that it's going to stop anyone from watching the replay, but this is my new venture. So let me know what you think of this. Now, it's not finished yet. I still have to paint the handles. I'm going to paint that a slate silver. And then I've got some of those AB crystal drills on the lip here. Some decals. Little dog paw in there. And once I get all of that, once I get the handles painted, then I'm going to seal it up and then put magnets on the bottom. And this is what I call a drill catcher. And I'm starting to make these and customize them. So that's one that I just recently made. And then this one here, so I hope you guys can see that. But this is the one, I just finished this one today. So this, if you watch Kiss My Crafts, this is made for her. And same thing, I've got the orange AB crystals on the lip. And then I just painted this kind of it's a fluorescent purple. Sorry, I'm staring at it and I'm still couldn't figure it out. And then a fluorescent orange in the center with little lips that are inside. And then I put another AB drill there for the eye, or for the dotted eye. And just added, a couple of different touches, but it says, inside it says Kiss, and then My, and then Crafts on this back here. And then there's a special saying in there. So yeah, I'm hoping that Marissa likes this. So this is going to be going out in the mail pretty soon. And then for those, I had a couple of them that I made for the people that won the May challenge. The only one I haven't gotten out yet is jeans, and I'm almost done with this. I still have a few things I want to add to it, but I got the final paint done. I got it to do the handles, and I'm going to be doing that in a slate gray. But her crystals, one of the reasons why I don't have the crystals close to the handles is because I have to paint them still. But I got most of the crystals on there. And then that's a little kitty paw. And I'm trying to find some decals of cats or a kitty that I can put on there. And then I'm going to put her channel name in that as well. But these will actually be cover minders once they're done. And then I've got this one here. Now you see the primers on there. I haven't finished it yet. I haven't gotten the inside done. But Tammy, what color does that remind you of? The Man Store is poured glue. It's not adhesive. So tell me what color or what this color reminds you of. Hint, hint, hint. And then this one here. So I'm basically just making some plain random ones. And yeah, so that's been something I've been working on too. Oh. And then I also have, oops. I didn't realize this had drills in it. Oops. So I'm also making them in this size too. Seahawk blue, you're right. So this is another size that I'm doing. And they're really, really nice. I've been using, I have one that I didn't paint yet. That I just put the magnets on and I just put them on top of my projects as I'm working, and I just put all my garbage drills in them. And they hold a lot. They hold a lot of drills. So I hope because I just dumped a bunch of stuff. Yeah. So those are the two different sizes I've been working on. I thought about making some with resin or glass. You know what? I just pick these up. I get them from Michael's. These little, they're galvanized miniature. This is actually like a wash, an old time wash, not barrel. I can't even think of the word right now. But they're little galvanized miniatures, and I just put primer on them and then paint them, and then depending on who it's being done for, depends on all of the decals and so on. Yes, wash tub. There you go. Yes, they're miniature wash tubs, and Michael's carries them. They're about $3. Which really isn't that bad. Some of the other ones that I saw that I thought, oh, those are really cute. I want to do that one. I'm not paying $10 for them. Hello, Diamond Artworks. How are you? So yeah, if I can get them for under $4, I'm happy. And you know what? I don't mind that. But when you get up, in 8, 9, 10, some of them are $12. No. I'm not paying that kind of money for them. And if I can find a place where I can buy something like that in bulk, I'd be even happier. You're good. That's great. It's good to see you. So what you been up to? Are you still working on that painting that you were talking about the other time you were here? I think it was sorry, the words are just not coming to me. Consignment piece, I think you called it. Yeah, no, that's too much. Yeah, see, if I can, Rain, sorry, if you hear something whining in the background, that's Rain. That's my girl. She wants out. What's the matter? What's the matter? What's the matter? No, hold on. Come here. Holy smokes, you're big. You want to say hello? You want to say hello to everybody? Okay, so Just a second, guys. I'm just going to move you around here a little bit. And you can see, I think, Miss Rain. Here we go. There's. Can you say hello, Miss Rain? Say hello. There we go. There's Miss Rain. See, look, Miss Rain's on camera. She's, I don't care. I don't care. Well, at least her tail's wagging. Your tail wagging. She says, I don't like being on camera. No. Okay. We're going to move the camera back now so we can focus on this and let her out. Okay, come on. Let's go. There you go. There. All right. Oh, let's see. The start. Yes. You're almost done with it. Great. Oh, is it confetti heavy? Ugh. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, that's the reason why I'm really enjoying this painting, because it is not confetti heavy. It's very nice. Lots of color blocking. Unfortunately, though, for some reason, I can't get my multi-placer to place right, but then that's me. That's not the multi-placer. But yeah, I really needed a break away from that confetti, because see, the Dreamer's Design painting wasn't, I mean, it was confetti heavy, but it was not really bad because I could use a multi-placer if I wanted to. But I think I really am, honestly, am burnt out on squares at this time. I need to focus on rounds for a bit. I mean, I love square drills, but after a while they get a little annoying. I really haven't, I don't know if anybody else has had this problem, but it seems like this last year, and it doesn't matter who it is, I have had the most poor luck with square drills this year. I mean, it just seems like a lot more garbage than normal, but you know, it could just be me. Well, custom paintings are always going to be confetti heavy. Yeah, well, if you're getting a lot of detail, yes. And like this one here, it's a custom, but it is, because it's not got a ton of stuff on it, it's a lot of color blocking. Yeah, B, I didn't want to say it outright, but you're right. I honestly cannot figure out what is going on with some places. And it's not just one store. It seems like they're all getting a really bad batch of squares, especially the consistency and the size they are. I mean, one painting I was doing, there was 3 different sizes of squares on top of all the nubs that were there too. It's like, holy smokes. How do you expect somebody to put a painting together if you're fighting nubs and 3 different sizes of squares? It just didn't make any sense to me. You've had that problem too. Yeah. You know what the sad thing is I have a lot of square diamond paintings downstairs that haven't been done yet. And I'm worried. I am worried. So, see, I had the same problem with even Evermoment. With the Seahawks painting, Tammy, I didn't have a lot of nubs, but I had a lot of inconsistency in the size of the squares. And that can cause just as many problems as nubs and anything else. If they're not the right size, or if you've got big and small, and you're trying to put that on a canvas, it causes your drills to pop. I don't care for squares, so I really have to love the Yeah, I've gotten to that point. Squares have been what I started with, and I've done squares for like over a year and a half before I started doing rounds. I don't remember having that problem when I first started. It just seems like the last year has been really bad. Yeah, you know what? Diamond Artworks. I know exactly what you're saying. Um, let's see. I have done 3, 4. I've done 6 squares in the last 4 months. I've done 6 square paintings, and only one of those 6, I can honestly say, I had no severe issues with the squares. Only one. That is not good. So I think a lot of it is personal preference, but again, if you don't have the consistency, the proper consistency in your drills, it causes a lot of problems down the road. That's just my opinion. So I have issues with, yeah, okay. I don't care. I'm having issues with nubs, bubble bottoms. Never heard of that one before. And odd sizes. Bubble bottoms. Are you talking about the dimples on the bottom of the drill? The one thing that drives me crazy, and you seem to find it a lot more in squares than you do rounds, are the cavities. And I noticed that there are some stores that have that big time. I mean, it's like literally, it looks like they've gone to the dentist and somebody drilled a hole in their tooth. Bulge. Oh, okay. I call those trailings. It's where the resin actually spills over, and it's like extra resin that's around the base of the drill. Yeah, those are fun too. Um, and if you don't hear the sarcasm just dripping out of that word, yeah. I don't, those just go in the garbage. I just start tossing them. Makes them even taller. That's, that's why I just, I couldn't buy any squares. I just can't buy them now. Not for a while. I have to be able to see that they've changed somewhat. Yeah. Yeah. You want to say something, but you don't if you haven't gotten where I'm going. Oh wow, it's 5:34. Well, okay, guys, we're going to go for a few more minutes, and then we're going to have to end. But B, it was great to see you. And Diamond Artworks, it's great to see you and having you come in. I'm not going to say that to my sister, though. I love my sister. We talk all the time. Although this last week we haven't had a chance to really speak because she's been sick. So the plan is pretty soon. Tammy, one of these days we're going to have to get together and try the game system again. We have actually brought the internet cord to the computer, and hopefully that will help speed things up. Because I'd really like to do this game thing, and I don't want to do it if it's not going to give people enough time to answer the questions, if that makes any sense. So I'll go take a couple of pictures of the stuff I have for resins to send you. Sure, that sounds great. Okay, just let me know. Yeah, I'll let you know. We have it all connected, but I haven't tested it. In fact, the last time I tested it, it was a minute. It took a minute. And I thought, no. What is the game that you're trying? Okay, I have, it's called Jackbox, and it's the Party 6. It has 6 different types of games. And basically what you do is someone hosts the game, and then everybody else with their tablets, phones, computers, you log into what's called I think it's called Jackbox TV. And then you get a code to enter that room or enter that game. And then the game goes on. You answer questions. So like Tammy says, I love the murder mystery. It's called Trivia Murder. It's hilarious. And it asks you trivia questions. You have to answer that question. If you don't answer it correctly, then, 2 things can happen. You can either get put in a room where you have a scenario that you have to answer a question or pick a box or something like that. Or you die. So we haven't had a chance to play the other games because it takes more than 2 people to be able to open that game. So if we can get like 3 or 4 people that would be interested in testing the game system out, then we can actually figure out how to work those games. But at this time, we haven't really tested the speed on the computer since we've uploaded a few things. So, you know what? I've played this game before, several of the 6 that are on there, and they are a blast. They are fun. They're hilarious. But it's, as I said, the system only gives you 30 seconds, sometimes a little bit longer, to answer a question. And if I can't get the upload to the stream to load faster than 30 seconds, it's not worth it. So that's what we're trying to work on, is to get our stream to go a little bit faster so that everyone has a chance to answer the question before you end up not being able to answer. But yeah, you actually enter the room on your own device, and then when the question comes up, it'll ask you, it'll actually come up on your device, and then you tell it what your answer is. It's really fun. It's a really fun game. So hopefully within the next week or 2, we'll be able to get that up. But yeah, lots of lag time if and that's what we're trying to figure out, is how to correct that lag time. If we can bring it down to 7 seconds, that would be perfect. So yeah. So anyway, guys, I am going to head out. I'm 9 minutes over, which is fine, and don't forget to hit the like, don't forget to hit the like button or the thumbs up button. I always want to say like. Before you leave.
It's your turn to cook.
Oh my God. Do you guys hear that? He's whining. Anyway, yeah, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. And we will be back again next week. You'll see that this painting will probably be a lot farther along, I'm hoping. So anyway, is that what you're going through, B? I love my hubby. I love him, but it is what it is. Anyway, guys, I'm going to head out. You all take care and stay safe and stay healthy, and I'll see you next Saturday. Bye for now. Daily at my house.